Hi, welcome to another video. In today's video, we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be VOD reviewing macro. Mumsy VOD reviewing macro in the 2026. I am pretty anxious about reviewing macro because I feel like grifting the coaches and analysts. Like these teams have paid coaches and analysts and they have better resources than me. So it makes me pretty nervous to review macro. But while approaching, if you've been watching my other videos, you know that I am a huge fan of breaking down pathing and breaking down peaking options and pathing options and what was the logic behind it. How did the player feel about this, right? So we're going to bring that lens to the rest of the game, right? Because the way I see the game, if you have a philosophy, right? If you have a philosophy, how you do one thing is how you do everything, right? So whether it's a 1v1, 3v3, 3v57, if you can think in options, if you can think about the game in terms of how am I going to handle options, what responses do I have for different options? In a 1v1, like what do I do if the person is behind cover? What do I do when they're in the open, right? If you're super happy to just put your crosshair and shoot pixels, it's your style, man. It is your style. I'm happy for you. I think I will still root for you, but I love thinking about the game. So in this video, we're going to be talking about CTG. We're going to talk about overview of CTG, what I like about this team, what I think about this team, and what I think their strengths are. For context, I have VOD reviewed CTG. I have been VOD reviewing CTG for the past couple hours, and I've noticed a few things. But let's talk about the performance at LAN, right? We finished second place, right below Falcons. Now, Unlimited is an amazing fighting team. E36 is an amazing. They are very, very strong with their rotations. I might have to VOD review E36 and their rotates. So we place similar to a fighting team and a good zone team, a good rotation team. So I had pretty good high hopes for CTG. And what did they give me? They gave me this shit, bro. 20th place in losers final. And 15th place in winners bracket, right? In winners bracket, they get 11 points from one game. So that is like half the points from one game. And the other games were looking pretty dim, pretty bleak. If you were watching my videos for a couple of my videos, I do talk about CTG and how Zuni pretty much made a single solo-handed play to kill off Falcons in an isolated 3v3. But anyways, I noticed a couple of things. I noticed that CTG has a tendency to force crosses, whether it's a long cross on a rotate or a short cross in micro, right? So let's VOD review first 3 games, and we'll go do over a quick VOD review. So this is like, we have to point out good habits, right? They landed Neon Square and the zone is heading to Resort. We landed Neon Square. They loot this POI under how long did we loot? We don't even, like, the looting time is crazy. We land one, okay, maybe 1755, right? And then we leave the POI in we just out, bro. Yeah, almost like just about 1 minute, right? With 65 seconds, 70 seconds, we're able to loot a POI Neon Square. That is an excellent habit to have. But the issue with this rotate is, the issue with any rotate, if it's not a match point final lobby, there's going to be a lot more edge teams. The zone teams are not rotating deeper into zones. They're like, your rotates, if you can't handle your rotate when it's contested, you are sitting and waiting for your death, right? That's exactly what happens here.
Wanna play bridge? Not this side. The other side, yeah.
Yeah, the other side of the bridge is not bad.
Yeah, I'm down. Maybe the other building's free too.
So we talk about the building. I love this. We're talking about a spot before we even see the spot. I love that. Now, what happens if
Result team, City Hall. Someone just up bridge, someone just up bridge.
someone just took bridge? Oh, look at this walk ulti. What are we doing with this walk ulti? This team, what can we do about them? Are we doing anything about them? That is a question to ask, right? So, let's see.
I'm getting points. Parking lot? Parking lot?
Yeah,
Another?
yeah, correct. Yeah,
Correct.
yeah. Oh, I'm probably dead.
Okay.
Wait, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. It throws me, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead.
We need to leave.
You guys, no?
We need to leave as a response this late. Only because there was another team over here, I believe. Right? Only because we are in a pinch. So we are only willing to use that option when we are pinched. Interesting. We play for Evo. Okay, I don't really understand what our priority is. If we didn't go for Evo, we're probably gonna path towards this car. We want this building, like on the other side of the bridge. We leave our POI as Evo is spawning.
They took this whole bin on the building. Okay. Yeah.
We leave the POI as Evo is spawning, so we are like, I'm gonna ignore this Evo. We prioritize the spot over Evo, right?
What about doing this? Okay.
Evo Harvest is online. Oh shit. And we are like, there's a Evo over here. We're like, no, it's gonna just delay our rotates. I'm like, cool, absolutely fire. But then over here, we want to play for this Evo Harvester. There's a spot, there's an Evo. I still like the call to go for Evo Harvester. It might be the right call. But then while we're executing our plan, there are obstruction, right?
What team took that building? Do you think result team, City Hall? Someone just up bridge, someone just up bridge.
Okay, I'm getting points, son. I'm getting points. Parking lot?
So, we're not dealing with the bridge, man. We're not dealing with the bridge. And then over here. Okay, he just takes damage over here.
Get TP down.
So we're playing 2-1.
Getting down
Split.
First.
Edge of ring. And I think there is a team that is rotating into us.
Oh my god, I'm one. They are pushing up hard though. Okay, that's it.
Okay, this is interesting because earlier in this same game,
And then just grab it down.
Trying to get UAV.
earlier in the same game, he plays split and takes a very similar peak.
Maybe we can go to... Okay, 14.
Drop the 30-30. Okay.
But we can evac here, but I don't know what we can land for.
They will
Maybe
peek
this
us.
bridge? Like, I can't really check it.
Probably something far side over here will be taken.
Get in there.
Bad.
Okay.
He took a very similar...
Good TP. I'm looking around right now.
Oh, over here.
Oh my god, they are.
Oh, over here. Okay. Pay attention to this, right? This is interesting. So we come to this spot. We come to this box. We approach this box. We're completely exposed to all of energy bank. We're trying to pick the right side. Right?
I'm looking around
And we
right
pick the left side ADS.
now. Oh my god, they are staring at me.
He's spending... Okay, this is what I want you to pay attention to. Zuni is spending 80 damage to get that info, right? You talk in terms of consequences. They're staring at me. If we can mitigate this damage, bro. If this was HAL, I hate to bring this, I hate to do this, but this was HAL. I don't see HAL. He's gonna probably stop here, get a scan with hipfire, and then choose to move forward after picking a target, after picking a space that he wants to shoot, right? The searching, he's breaking down in which space he wants to search, and he's gonna then use the space where he wants to target people. This is like the BR aspect of being a playmaker, right? This is a habit to have. Whereas we are browsing like one single piece of cover,
I'm looking
and we're
around
still browsing, right? We still have a browsing behavior, and this team is 3 men staring at us. To stare, 3 men stare at this spot. They must have been like, imagine being that team, right? They're like, oh, an altar here. Someone has to see you, ping you, pull their teammates to the position to then peek you. That is a lot of time. That's at least 3 seconds, 3 to 5 seconds.
Oh my god, they are.
Right? For 3 to 5 seconds, they are pre-aiming this corner. Now, this is what, if you have to be a championship team, we gotta talk about these. You gotta defeat the pre-aiming. We need to be prepared for the pre-aiming and the pre-fire, right? Now, why am I stressing about this one specific peak? Because this is a very similar thing that happens here, right? So, against Boogie Borders.
Yeah, I'm taking.
So, okay.
They're
I'm
gonna
coming
hit
with
UV.
you, or you
They're
can...
gonna hit UV.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll
yeah,
go
we
myself.
can go ahead then.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait.
we can go, yeah, we can get
So,
TP down.
I love the ideas. They are trying to do the right things. The execution,
Getting
you
down
know,
the first one first.
they'll probably learn it. Like this, approaching this peak, Boogie Borders had the UAV, right? They get that information.
They're about to like, go through the tunnel, I think.
So they're about to go to the tunnel, I think, is the calm. So game 2, Boogie Borders hit this UAV and the ring console, and they get the jump tower, right? So that is the audio cue. And Remix, the IGL, is saying, hey, anticipate this 3v3. And Zuni does it. These are excellent choices. These are excellent decisions to make. But how are we executing them? We come here. We come here. We are trying to contest. I love this call. I love this play. I love this call. This is definitely like a very demanding, challenging thing to do.
They're gonna hit UV. Yeah, okay, I'll go myself. I'll go myself. Wait.
We
can place the Nexus here, wall here, and kill them on the door, right? That is a choice.
Get TP down.
We can place the top. Again here, we can fight for the walk-up. We can deny their walk-up. But, you know.
Yeah, I'm taking.
And now, this approach to this angle, bro. A jiggle peek approach and then commit to the ADS.
They're pushing towards me. Taking me. Oh my god, I'm...
He dies there, bro. If he was a roller player, he's dying there. They were staying with 2 people. So, this is not luck. This is not a random chance. These are the little... I wanted to make a macro video, but the macro bleeds into the micro bleeds into the macro, bro. It does. It really does. This is definitely the play in terms of macro, right? Like let's look at the map POV. Like Boogie Borders, they want to take this fight, and we are trying to deny them. But are we doing everything to deny them? I don't think so. And then game 3 is just a cherry cake on the top. We are allergic to contest space.
Over here, they see us. Yes, yeah.
What do I mean by contesting space, chat?
That's like, I mean, they're playing.
What do I mean by this? So let's say the setup is like this, right? You shoot, they shoot back, they take cover, you move forward, right? You move forward like this, you earn the cross. You put damage and you earn the cross. You earn this cross. Whereas CTG loves to regroup and just send a guy, just force a cross. They love doing this. It works sometimes, it fails other times. Do you really want your results to be a coin toss? Round 3, we sit here, good spot. Again, good spots. We're getting into good spots. We're having the right ideas, but the execution is just not there, bro. The execution is just not there.
They're queuing up on our TP, on our TP.
We take all these free damage, bro. Our team is trying to walk up and we are just giving free damage to them. It is just so easy to get entry on us.
They're queuing up on our TP, on our...
A lock-in ADS. Okay, bro. This is just awful. If I have to compare and contrast, I will find his words, bro. I will find his words. Like, let's just pull up from championship finals, right? Where is the guy? Where is Team Falcons?
I'm winning.
Like, take a look at how he's approaching space. You see how he's not committing with the ADS peaks at all? The way he's approaching these angles with just a hip fire approach. Approach the angle with hip fire. Because the very first time you show up at an angle, you want to be a quick target. You want to be on your toes. If someone is like, you want to spend like 20 or 30, Hal is only willing to spend like below 30 HP at a new angle. Whereas Zuni is like, I'm okay with spending like 80 HP, 100 HP. Obviously not, but that is what his behavior tells me, right? Like, look at here. Like, we can avoid these damages, bro. Like, we're just not the best gun on the team. We just, like, we take damage and then it just snowballs to a point where we feel that we need to force something. So, if our micro is average, right? If our micro is average, you cannot pull off miracles. Have you noticed how the best teams, they're able to pull off miracles after miracles in terms of resetting? Like let's take a look at this group stage reset, right? We rotate deeper, we get scans, there's 2-1, like 2 people on the left and 1 person on the right. And one of us go down.
Yeah, bang up, rest me now. No.
We have Labal Ace for some reason. It is what it is. It is fine. But take a look at how we are approaching this reset. If Kaishia can hold off 2 people, if he can put pressure, now like, we need to punish them on the walk-ups to the building, right?
Let's block the door, Kai, maybe.
If we can.
Come. They're in my door.
We're wasting time. They're already super close to us. So we're in this corner.
Right door.
Okay, the audio is out of sync.
I'm in door.
But we're pretty much, the way Kaishia played this, we are defending their push in the building. We're not defending that angle, right? We're not defending the angle, we are defending the push inside the building. If you want to pull out resets, go play safe on the doorway, right? Make them stop by the bins. There's bins around in the wall. Like, you go to threatening spots and play safely, right? If you can do that, you can buy a lot more time for the team. And all of this is not hindsight, bro. We spent like 10 seconds, almost 15 seconds pulling off this res. The bang ulti was pretty mid, and even if you have really good micro, you can pull off half-cooked macro, right? Because after they die, they talk about.
We just need to listen to the start. I said we can't.
I think we're over rotating as well a little bit. We should fight on spiders. Just chill.
So it is a conversation to have, right? I'm not denying that. But did we give our absolute best to execute this specific rotate, right? So are we attacking the problem? Why did we, Zuni? Why did it take you 15 seconds to pull off the reset, bro? In 15 seconds, everyone is going to be full HP. Like a Falcons, by 15, give them 15 seconds and a healthy guy, anyone can, like, SBI is going to look like a ranked squad, right? If it's Crazy Thieves even, Phony, Jen Burton, Warhorse, anyone on that team, they understand that it is a given. It is a given. Any team, any player in the world, they are going to fight for the push inside the building. To be world class, this doorway, you don't have to push inside the doorway to shoot this. You just have to, like, there is an angle, right? There's an angle, like this. If this door gets opened, there's an angle that you can stay here. You can LOS this whole portion. You can LOS Kaishia and shoot this spot, right? Are we thinking about the game that way? Are we fighting for denying this angle, right? This walk up, like they need to do a walk up to come here, right? Peek, understand if that walk ups, if they're doing it, and try and delay them, right? I am being too critical. I'm aware of it, but we got to be able to pull off these resets, man. Even with the mid macro, like in this case, they're like, oh, okay, we just over rotated, right? Even if that was the case, we should be able to pull off these resets. But yeah, that's pretty much what I have for you. Even if it's gonna be a macro VOD review, if we don't have like the right habits on rotations, right habits when we are peeking to delay a team, to deny space, it does not matter how good ideas are, you know? So that's pretty much what I've got for you.